Chapter 3 and Song 3 Summary. But can people find happiness through these goods? If not, then what looks like happiness in them is false. Philosophy turns to examine the goods people seek. First, money does not completely free you from lack, but rather creates the necessity of protecting it. Chapter 3. You too, creatures of earth, have some glimmering of your origin, however faint. And though your vision is clouded, you dimly discern the true goal of happiness. That is where the aim of nature leads you, to that true good, while error, in many forms, leads you astray from it. Reflect on this. Can people win happiness in the ways they aim at it? Truly, if either wealth, honors, or any of the rest bring us to a state that seems to lack nothing good, we too will acknowledge that some are made happy by acquiring these things. But if those blessings are not able to fulfill their promises and even lack many good things, is not the happiness people seek in them clearly discovered to be false? Therefore, I want to ask you yourself, who were just recently living in affluence, surrounded by an abundance of wealth, was your mind ever troubled because some wrong had been done to you? I must confess, I replied, that I cannot ever remember a time when my mind so completely enjoyed peace that I did not feel the pang of some uneasiness. Was it either because something was absent that you wished were present, or present that you wished would go away? Yes, I answered. Then you lacked the presence of one and the absence of the other? Exactly. But a man lacks something for which he longs. He does. And he who lacks something is not self-sufficient in every way? No, certainly not, I replied. So then, in spite of your great prosperity, you were troubled by longing? I must have been. Wealth, then, cannot make its possessor independent and free from all need, even though it seemed to promise to do so. And I think we should consider this carefully as well. Nothing in the special nature of money can keep it from being taken away from those who possess it against their will. I admit it. And you must, since every day the stronger wrenches it from the weaker without his consent. Or else, where do lawsuits come from, except when people seek to recover money that has been taken away against their will by force or fraud? True, I granted. Then everyone will need some external protection to keep his money safe. Who would try to deny it? Yet he would not need it unless he possessed money that could be lost. No, he certainly would not. Then we have worked round to an opposite conclusion. The wealth that was thought to make a man independent puts him in need of further protection instead. How in the world, then, can riches drive away need? Can the rich not feel hunger? Can they not get thirsty? Are not the bones of the wealthy sensitive to the winter's cold? But, you will say, the rich have the wherewithal to satisfy their hunger and the means to get rid of thirst and cold. True enough, lack can be soothed by riches in this way, but it cannot be wholly removed. For if wealth can glut this ever-gaping, ever-craving need, then the need itself that can be glutted must still remain. I do not speak of how little nature demands, and how nothing can satisfy greed. So if wealth cannot get rid of need and makes new needs of its own, how can you believe that it makes people self-sufficient? Song 3. The insatiableness of avarice. Though the covetous grown wealthy sees his piles of gold rise high, though he gathers mounds of treasure that can never satisfy, though with pearls his necklace blazes, rarest that the ocean yields, though 100 yoke of oxen plows across his ample fields, anxious care will not forsake him while he draws a single breath, and his riches will not help him when his eyes are closed in death.